more than anything else. I've sort of said, well, I'm not interested in participating in that, and I really. It's for us to decide whether InterManager should be seen to be promoting a different type of discussion well in advance of COP26, which boils down our position, and so that we can give it as a positional paper of shipping interest to the respective governments, to the respective official delegates at that, and so this is shipping. That's, for me, exactly what we should be doing and fulfilling our role, not having a commercial conference alongside COP6 because it happens to be it will get attention and presumably make money or whatever. So I think we have to be truer to our function and as I said, really have a hard debate on what shipping's position is on these relevant issues. But that's just my view. And it's for you, ladies and gents, to decide whether that's something we should be doing. Slightly maverick again, maybe, but we have to do the right thing, and the right thing might not just be skipping along in tandem with everybody else and being seen to be talking about things, but actually it's too late. It's too late to have a conference at the same time as COP26 is happening. We have to have it before so that we actually influence the debate, in my view. But there you go. Kuba, you're on silent.
Yeah, sorry. Thank you, Mark. And I don't think it's very mavericky in this opinion, in your approach. Let me check. After this meeting, I'll send a message to everybody. I have to do my homework a bit on COP26, see what is that, what agenda points they are trying to raise and how we can have a discussion. But I'm delighted, absolutely. Members, please, if you believe then we need to do something, then let me have it, and I'll go with it. Okay, on my points of agenda, first of all, let me just populate that. Okay, COVID in Asia. Unfortunately, this continues to be an issue, and rest assured that partners, industry partners, I mean Intertanko, Intercargo, ICS, ITF, we all working really hard, making sure that every case you are reporting to us is being recorded and then put across to everybody we can. And obviously this is very least we can do, but also on the day we get together and use any resources we can have, Navy, any contacts and so on and so forth. And there is a strength in us getting together and trying to fix things. So please definitely use us. If you've got any complaints, you've got any concerns, use us and we will get this, because we cannot afford countries like Malaysia recently just to refuse taking seafarer ashore because it's COVID. We can't have it. Now, on the medical supplies of oxygen, we had a very interesting and extremely important meeting yesterday. And when I say we, it is again partners, shipping partners. And I know Phil is with us today, Intertanko, and his position was superb. And this is a follow-up on Anglo-Eastern position that we should really have oxygen concentrators on board. The issue was that IMHA, International Maritime Health Association, was actually not against us at all, but some quarters of a shipping industry believed that IMHA is not supporting us. So we had a meeting clarifying their position yesterday, and they promised to have a paper ready within next 10 days. So next Friday, we should have a drafted paper from IMHA, and I can report to you that as far as I'm concerned, this paper is positive. Definitely, they will not be against us having condensators on board. They will just be clarifying that oxygen cylinders first, but if you cannot have it, then condensators is definitely a way forward. And I'm very pleased with that, because we had members reporting to us that they would love to buy condensators, however. And one of the howevers was that IMHA is against this idea. So it's not against, it wasn't necessarily 100% behind. That would be all from me, but I can see we've got a hand from Sharon. Sharon, please go ahead. What is your question?
Hi, thanks, Kuba. It was just with reference to Mark, your message on GenPro. Just FYI, ShipSafe did go ahead and approach GenPro, in case you are still looking for sourcing additional supplies, we are more than happy to help. I mean, we have a database of suppliers. If you are, please reach out. We did reach out. We spoke to Evie, but yeah, that's where we are today. We haven't started sourcing, but more than happy to do that. Thank you.
Right.
And Sharon, you haven't introduced yourself. Not everybody may know you on the call. So you are.
Sorry. So I'm Sharon Gill. I head the buyer organization in ShipSurf, based in Singapore. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much for that. And one thing which, I have to remind everybody, we are looking at 10 liters condensators. That would be the prime equipment. Obviously, if we can't get 10, then 4 or 5. But definitely, if we could 10, that would be the best option for all of us. And that's one of the specifications which Gentro sent. So watch out for that. And once we've got a paper from IMHA, I will circulate that, and you will have a very clear instructions, our recommended approach, plus what IMHA is telling on the back of our press release, which went last Monday. I don't see any other hands. I don't see anything else. Anybody would like to comment on Mark's comment on COP26, or it was everybody caught? Okay, very good, very good. Now, I would like to open the floor to our guest speaker. Daryl, are you there? Because I haven't seen you.
I am here. Can you all hear me, see me?
Daryl, over to you.
Thank you. Thanks so much, Kuba. And thank you to everyone. Really appreciate the time taken out of your meeting. So I'm Daryl Bate. I'm Director of Maritime Training and Development at the Marine Society. If there was more time, I'd love to go around the group and see how many of you have heard of us. We're Britain's oldest maritime charity, currently 265 years and counting. It's been supporting seafarers through financial support, education and welfare for that period. So quite an illustrious history, and I've just really appreciate the time to talk to you about a particular product that could be a benefit to your crews and to seafarers in general, internationally. And again, if there was time, I'd love to have gone around the group and sort of seeing where everyone is and who you're representing. But it seems like there's 24 of us, isn't there? So it's a good representation, I imagine, of seafarers internationally. What I'm going to do is share the PowerPoint. I promise you it won't just be the slides, and please do interrupt with questions if they come up as we go through this, if that's all right. Are you all seeing the screen? Is that all right? Yep, brilliant. I've got a thumbs up. Thank you. So, as I say, we've been supporting seafarers, for many decades with education, distance learning, and training. And we have a particular product called Learn at Sea, which is a digital platform. It's been around since throughout the last 9 or 10 years now, and really developed it to support seafarers in whatever their specific technical training, but also their wider skills, English and maths and so on. So I just want to share that with you, and the purpose really is to say, please think about the training needs that this product could serve for your crews, because we all know that a well-trained crew is more productive, more efficient, less accidents, better for health and safety, all of those benefits. And it's investing in them, and they are our critical support there for the maritime sector. So these are all digital courses. They're like apps online, but they can be available offline through an app, so we're not dependent on heavy data demands, costly internet at sea. These can be accessed offline, and then they sort of sync when you're within a reach of the shore through normal network. We're pleased to say they're award-winning, so we've had a yes, there's a hand up.
Yeah, Daryl, you're not moving your slides.
I'm still talking on the second slide at the moment. Is that?
No, we can see on the first.
You see on the first?
Yeah.
Really? I'm sharing the screen. So yeah. Is that?
You are sharing, but you're also sharing your presenter view. That's maybe why.
Okay. How am I going to change that then?
Click on second slide, and you will see your second slide.
Yep. Is that showing?
No, still first.
Hmm.
I think you better stop sharing and restart.
Yep.
Okay. Let's stop sharing and restart. Right. Let's stop sharing and restart. Apologies, folks. You'd think by now I'd be.
Okay, still slide 1.
Yep. Okay. Is that slide 2 now?
No. Click on this, or click on slide 2. Yeah, slide now.
Is that working?
Yeah.
Is that slide 2?
Yes, slide 2.
Okay. Okay. Well, I'm not in slideshow mode, but I'll stick with this, and we'll keep going. Okay. So we're looking at a slide that hopefully says "What is Learn at Sea?" As I mentioned there, award-winning platform. I'm going to move on to slide 3. Just summary of the benefits. I think to say there, these are maritime contextual courses. We believe they're all highly relevant to seafarers at whatever stage of their career, right up to Master Mariner in terms of upskilling. But they've got these particular benefits around, as I say, offline learning, incredibly affordable. They are they're very intuitive. They record your progress. You as managers can track their progress as well, so you can log in as an admin user and see what actual learning has taken place, so you can track the progress. I know that's important as well. And they're in very sort of bite-sized, short learning chunks. They're not heavy, long programs. They can be done in a modular way, and very much, as I say, maritime contextual with real-world, up-to-date examples, as we'll come on to see. Our most popular ones are these two: the English at Sea and Maths at Sea. English and English at Sea Plus are developed to get seafarers up to the IELTS level 6, which is sort of broadly equivalent to the Marlins test. So anyone needing to reach that level of English proficiency, certainly to take English language qualifications, SDCW, wherever, will attain that by completing those courses at English at Sea Plus. Likewise, the Maths at Sea Plus are so critical, certainly for sort of navigation and stability engineering. There's elements in there. They cover what is required at, say you were a deck cadet doing your officer of the watch, the level of maths required for, say, navigation, celestial navigation. It is all covered in there. Obviously not to the depth that you would do if you were studying full time, but they are, as I say, they're like upskilling or revision courses to supplement that learning, and just sort of a really handy way to keep those skills fresh and live. We're introducing more as throughout the year. We add 2 or 3 every year. These are the current sort of technical level courses that we have. So we've, as it says there, stability nav at sea, geography media at sea, spreadsheets, navigation at sea plus, and environment at sea. Now, obviously, I'm not going to cover all of the detail in those. I think that the title hopefully gives you a flavor of what we cover there. The latest one, for example, environment at sea, is quite topical in terms of the sulfur cap, the emissions cap, that whole agenda. We talk about that. Talk about MARPOL, but then we talk about how ships can be, contribute to climate, the effect on climate change and so on. So very topical information there and up to date. And the others there, as you see, the navigation at sea and Sea Plus will take you up to Officer of the Watch standard. Again, not in the level that you would do if you were studying it through a cadetship, but certainly they are used by, at the moment, UK nautical colleges, Fleetwood, Warsash, UKSA. They're using them for just supporting their cadets in their studies. We have a range of sort of more wider, like soft skills to support seafarers. So they have things like project management, time management, leadership, spreadsheets even, and a new course called Commercial Shipping at Shore, which is really aimed at those who want to understand the sort of commercial aspects of the sector if they are thinking about coming ashore. So we cover about shipbroking, port management, maritime trade, geography, and so on. A particular course is called the Skills Radar. This is like an initial assessment. So if you want to check the sort of diagnose the English skill level of your seafarers, they can complete this little diagnostic tool. It will give you a sort of sense of the gaps in their knowledge, and then assess what level they're working at in terms of their English level. We think these are all very engaging, the courses. There's a little snapshot here. They're not all like that with little avatars of Captain Sally there, but that's the Navigation at Sea course. But we do try to make them very engaging and easy to read, understanding that learning online, particularly if you're working on a phone or something, the appearance and the way that comes across is really critical to, you don't want dense text or something. So we've got they're mixed up with images, and they're quite interactive. So you'll get a piece of content, and then you'll get an explanation, and then a graphic that will expand on that. And throughout, you get a learning check, so you can check your progress. You get instant feedback on answers, and at the end of the course, there's a final sort of multiple choice questionnaire that can be completed. So it's very important if you're learning, distance learning or remote learning, you get feedback on how well you're doing, and that's what these courses can give you. Without having an actual tutor, you will get someone you will get the feedback through responding to the built-in questions as you go through the course. There's an example from I think it's Maths at Sea there, and so on. It's just really just giving you a flavour of what the actual imagery looks like. The courses we also offer, if you're in the UK and you're interested in accredited UK accredited courses, we have 2 at level 3, which are the Maritime Maths and the Vessel Stability. So if that's of interest to particularly seafarers interested in a UK approved qualification, which actually are funded, so there's government funding for those as well. So we offer those as well. Now you're probably wondering about the pricing, and this is there are 2 sets of pricing that we offer: the corporate and an individual. What I want to say here is we are it's about being accessible, and the reason we can be accessible on price is because we're funded through IFAN, International Foundation for Aids to Navigation. They funded us for over 7 years now, and that makes these incredibly affordable. So what that equates to, a credit is essentially 1 course over 12 months. So if you're a ship manager, you want to buy a package of 50 credits, that will buy you 50 individual Learn at Sea courses, valid for up to 1 year, which is in terms of the length of the course, people can typically do them in a month or 2 months. So a year gives you plenty of time to spread that out. You don't have to allocate them all straight off and then know that they're going to expire. You have plenty of time to as I say, allocate those to your crew as and when. And as you can see, the more credits you buy, obviously there's a discount applied. The eFairer pack, eFairer is a kind of it's like a digital term we've coined. We also run libraries, ship libraries, and we have a digital library app. So it's not for this presentation, but those of you interested in combining a digital library with the Learn at Sea, so kind of thinking about welfare and sort of just learning for leisure and reading, you can buy a joint pack there. So just to let you know about that. For individuals, if you're a seafarer, just want to sign up directly, those are the prices there. Again, that's a course credit per month, $5.99. They subscribe, slightly cheaper if you buy 3 months. I think what we're talking about here to this audience is obviously the corporate pricing, because I think asking seafarers to sign up for themselves and pay, whilst many do, my encouragement is for ship and crew managers is to see this as a an employee benefit, and these things help retention. I'm absolutely convinced that investing in your crew has these benefits. So supplying them as a little added benefit of employment through yourselves to access Learn at Sea, I think will give you some sort of competitive edge. And we are a number of our clients do this already, and combined with the library actually. So and they are the feedback is very positive in terms of the engagement that they get through it. And then just coming towards the end now, I think I mentioned we are recognized. We have a Sea Trade Award, but we're also recognized by IMAREST, Institute of Marine Engineering Science and Technology, and also the Nautical Institute have accredited our courses. And we are struggling to get through the accreditation for the MNTB, the Merchant Navy Training Board in the UK. It's quite an extensive accreditation process, but we should be adding that. So again, for a seafarer who wants to see that, often we know that these are valued when they have external recognition. It's something you can put on your CV. It carries that. So whilst they're not, the courses themselves are not accredited per se, they do have this recognition through the membership bodies within the sector, and they are recognised for CPD. We also offer this little extra of that you get the LinkedIn CPD badge. If any of you use that currently on your profiles, it can be useful. It's a little digital sort of accreditation through LinkedIn. So as I say, they are available as apps on Google and Android and iOS. So very accessible, these courses. You don't need to be on a computer. They can be on tablet and mobile phone as well. And then lastly, really just say that's how you contact us. You can visit our website, marinesociety.org/learn at sea, and just literally buy online there, or contact us directly at learning@ms-sc.org. We can pick that up. And what I'm certainly able to do, Cooper, for everyone is offer a free trial to anyone who wants just to have a little play around and have a look. I appreciate in the time we've got, I can't sort of dip in and go through all the courses, but I'm very happy to set up a trial license for anyone with absolutely no commitment other than just to try it, and we can take it from there. So I'll stop there, and yes, I'm very happy to take any questions if there are any. Just realised I chopped my head off.
Thank you, Daryl. Thank you very much. I do have a question. Just roughly, how many seafarers do you see using your courses now as we speak? Or if you know these are the seafarers, because you may just know the students.
Well, yes, there's a mix of what we'd call aspiring seafarers, so those who are kind of going through college. But they are predominantly serving seafarers. At any one time, we probably have in the region of 1,400 individuals. It's difficult to say because some subscribe for longer than others, so there's what we call a churn rate. But we're probably getting about 100 to 150 a month joining, and then some leaving. Obviously that the corporate side doesn't include that, because we just give out that the numbers of credits, so I'm not including those. These are individual subscribers that number represents. I don't know if that helps.
Very much so, very much so.
The market is much bigger than we're reaching, is probably what I want to say.
And which course seems to be the best for most popular?
English and maths at sea. If you apply the Pareto rule, 80-20, probably 80% of our sales are from those two courses. For the reasons I mentioned, English is such a critical skill, and maths too is applicable in all, deck engine or whatever. So, but I think we're seeing some of the others start to pick up. The stability one, that's very good, more for coastal actually, because it meets the MCAE stability code. 1-day course. So environment at sea, I'm hoping will pick up, and then we're introducing meteorology at sea. So I think as the platform expands, those other courses will start to pick up sales, but certainly English and maths are by far and away. Anyone else? Can I?
No, I'm sorry, I lost connection, and I'm back now. Yeah, sorry for that. Yeah, I don't see any yellow hands actually. I don't see anybody asking any questions. No, Daryl, thank you. I like your offer actually, and if there is any member who would like to try, please get in touch either directly with Daryl or myself, and we will organize it. Thank you.
Yeah, really happy to. Yeah.
Very
And
good.
also, just to finalize, if anyone has an idea of a course they think would be useful, you know, we can commission that. I think we're getting at a point where we think, well, what next? You know, so be really valuable to hear feedback if anyone's thinking, they're sitting there thinking, oh, there isn't a course for this or that. Do feed that back, because we can commission that and develop that. Okay.
Very good. Very good. Thank you.
Okay. Cheers.
Okay. Mark, are you there? Yeah.
I'm still here.
You're not muted now. Okay, very good. Mark, that's it as far as I'm concerned for today's meeting. I've got no further. Any last word from our president, please?
No, none at all. Thanks for everyone for turning up. Please let Kuba know what your views are on this COP26, whether we should be you know, engaging with ICS and trying to bring this down from a sort of a commercial conference to a more real coalface consideration of the issues in advance of the COP26. I think that makes much more sense. But please feed back so that Kuba, we all give Kuba his marching orders, because I think that's he can then engage with Epson or whoever and find out the lay of the land. But otherwise, we'll do our homework and get working on the general principles on Friday.
Yeah, we will indeed. Okay, thank you very much. I was a bit late with recording today, but it is being recorded, and I've got some people who are struggling to get in. Anyhow, thank you very much. Shorter, probably the shortest meeting ever so far. And looking forward to our 15th one in 2 weeks' time. Thank you, everyone. See you guys. Bye-bye.
Thanks very much.
Bye.
Bye all.
And Alex, special thanks to you today. Absolutely special. Mi się podoba, jak ja mówię, tam musi odwrót. A kurwa się nie będę... Co? Mi się wydawało, że tak. Nie pogadnie. Jak zobaczyłem ten wstęp... Posłuchaj, to oni jadą już 2 ganki, widziałem, nie? 2 ekipy, a teraz 3 przed nami. Tutaj, ta, o której ty mówiłeś. Bardzo ładnie.